Hi, hello, I'm Tiffany Cole. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. And if you are single in this day and age and you're trying to keep your peace, your happiness, and stay sane throughout this dating scene, well, welcome home, babes. Here we're gonna discuss a lot of topics that has to do with dating in these streets in this day and age. And I know that it can be frustrating. A lot of people say that there's piss in the dating pool and all of those things, but I'm here so that we can just help each other discuss how can we get through this scene and date intentionally in this day and age without losing our minds and losing our hope and losing our peace and finding our forever person. So if that is you, I ask that you please like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Today's topic is exclusive dating should be canceled. Let me explain. Let's talk about why exclusive dating should be canceled. Okay, so hear me out. If you have filled out any important documents, most of the important documents normally have like a couple of categories in relationship status, and that is single, married, divorced, or sometimes it may say separated or widowed. But you guys get where I'm going with this, right? There's no in between. You're either single or you're married or those other things like divorced, widowed, or separated. So I want to eliminate exclusive dating. Like, what is that even? That's another level of commitment, but it's not really a relevant or important level of commitment anymore, especially if you're in like the 40 plus club. I don't want you to be my exclusive boyfriend for 2 more years while we're figuring things out. No, we're gonna stay single until you decide that you want to make an actual commitment. Because let me tell you why exclusive dating is a little bit irrelevant. Because you're going to tell me that you want to be my exclusive boyfriend, and then I'm going to have to eliminate all of the other people that I am seeing just so that we can figure out later, possibly you and I did not work out. Now, why we just can't do that while we're single? We can still effectively be single and, date around, you included. I don't mind for a man to go ahead and date because the whole purpose is we're trying to find out whether or not we are actually meant to be with each other long term. So let's not say that, hey, I want you to be exclusive with me, and then I cut off all of the people that I am seeing just so that we can figure out later on down the line that we weren't a match or we weren't compatible for the long haul. So to eliminate that, we're going to just say that until you're ready to make an actual commitment, an important commitment, we're just going to stay single. We're going to date each other and date other people until we are at the point to where we're saying, hey, that is the person right there. That's it. That it's simple, and people complicate it. And I think that we need to go back to the basics to understand what dating really is. And I took the liberty to actually, I looked the definition up. Don't come for me because I didn't use Webster's, but I think Wikipedia's explanation did the job. So listen to this. It says, dating is a stage of romantic relationships in which 2 individuals engage in activity together. I know it says 2 individuals, but I'm going to get to that part. Engage in activity together, most often with the intention of evaluating each other's suitability as a partner in a future intimate relationship. So I know in the definition it says 2 people dating each other, but it can be multiple people dating each other because the sole purpose is you're trying to figure out whether or not you are suitable for a future intimate relationship, meaning marriage. Because what I do want to make clear that when I say dating multiple partners, by no means do I mean we're having sex, we're even being affectionate and kissing and all of that. We don't even have to do all of that. I am having the sole purpose of wanting to figure out if you are the man for me, and vice versa. You are trying to figure out if I am the woman for you. We don't have to do a test drive on sex. We don't have to do that. We're going to be mature about the whole process. Especially, this is important for people who are actually dating with intention. And that's why it's good to find out whether or not that person that you are seeing is actually on the same page with you, dating with intention, because they'll understand that, hey, we don't have to do all of the extras in regards to having sex and all that just to figure out whether or not we're going to be in it for the long haul. We are just trying to engage in activity together, being interactive with each other so that we can figure out whether or not you are suitable enough to be my husband, or if I'm suitable enough to be your wife. This is fair. I think that people have given dating a bad rap to the point to where we don't even know how to do it effectively. So we need to go back to the basics and understand that being single is okay. Dating multiple people is okay because you're in the market for a suitable partner that you can actually be with for the rest of your life. And doing that one by one, that's dangerous, because what you do is you get a sense of false hope that you're going to be in an actual relationship with that person for the long haul, to find out later that you and that person was not going to make it past 3 or 4 months. And meanwhile, you didn't cut off everybody in your roster, your potential candidates, for that one person to do one by one or exclusive dating. And you figured out that you guys weren't even the ones. So now that left you frustrated because you tried to be in a relationship before an actual real life commitment, and now you're frustrated with the dating scene. So what I would like to do is eliminate that entire process. Make it simple, make it easy. We're dating, and we're gonna date until we're married. And let me also clear up, by no means do I mean, oh, we're single and then 2-3 weeks later we're expecting to be engaged to be married. No, that whole dating process can take a very long time. The part that I'm cutting out is, don't tell me that we're exclusive and you're not ready for an actual commitment, because what you're really saying is we're just exclusive boyfriend and girlfriend. No, where does that make sense? No, the actual exclusivity that you're going to give me is we're proposed to be married. We're engaged. We're engaged to be married. That's a real commitment. In some cases, I know that sometimes that's not even the thing. You know, people can still propose to someone and still be doing their thing or whatever, but that's not who we are looking for. So we're going to learn how to know whether or not, or try our best to know whether or not the person that we're with is actually making a commitment for the long haul. So we're going to make sure that we are not in that danger zone of being that exclusive girlfriend, because if you realize 9 times out of 10, a man will tell you later on in a relationship that, I didn't ask for you to, we'll be all, but I did this. I cook. I do this. I wash your clothes. I clean your house. And then the man, I know you've heard it before, the man will end up saying, but I didn't ask you to do all of that. And, you know, that was your choice to do all of that, you know, and they'll end up letting you know that we weren't in a committed relationship. And now you're feeling so frustrated and hopeless and pissed off with the dating scene. And it's because you did too much. You did too much before it was even time. So we have to be smarter and more intentional when we're dating nowadays, because we have to keep up with the times and the way that men or people in general operate these days. You got to be clear. You got to be sure. And so I believe that we should be transparent. We should definitely put out there what we're doing. We're dating with intention. We're looking for our lifelong partner, and we're going to continue to date multiple people. And it's fair if they don't accept that. That's fine. And you should be okay if that person says, well, I don't accept that. I don't want my woman to be dating, blah, 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 blah. Then you kindly say, well, it was very nice to meet you. I appreciate that we matched, or whatever the case is. But this is how I'm going to choose to do my dating journey, or, you know, my journey to find my husband. Don't feel like you have to be obligated if that person does not accept the way you chose to do your dating journey, that you're gonna say, oh, okay, don't go. I'm gonna continue to date you and I'll cut off all of the rest. Because what we really don't know is, at the end of the day, is this person a suitable partner? So we're gonna do it a little bit differently, and actually it's just going back to the basics, and we're not going to do that full on I commit to you unless it's an actual real life commitment where you can tell that this is serious because he proposed to me and now we're making plans to be married. And again, by no means am I saying, oh, we're single and then we met someone in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and now I'm expecting him to want to marry me. No, the single process can take a very long time. And I do believe that we get in trouble for trying to rush things. So we need to slow it down, date who we're going to date, multiple people, to stay out of the danger zone of false commitment, and just be transparent with each other. I think that we can be mature enough these days to actually say what it is that we mean, do what we say, and things will be a lot easier. I think that people in general complicate this journey way more than what they need to, and we just have to do better. We have to plan better, do better. And again, like I always say in my videos, relationships and dating is not our lives, but we need to have order over it. And that'll less complicate things. You know, if we're going to be out here on this dating scene, then we need to have a plan and we need to have an order and we need to know what we want, know what we're going to tolerate. And exclusive girlfriend and boyfriend, I don't think that we should tolerate that anymore. We should remain single until there's an actual real life commitment. And that is another indicator of how we can remain stress-free on a dating scene, because I think that when we give that person an exclusive relationship and find out in a year or so that they weren't the one, we are very frustrated because we didn't put in time, energy, investment in something that wasn't an actual commitment. So that is all I am saying when I say that exclusive dating should be canceled. That may be my unpopular opinion, but I believe it to be very helpful. I think that it works, or I'm going to say will work, because, you know, I'm still on this dating journey myself. So I'm still figuring out things as I go along, figuring out what works. And that's another reason for my channel. We're going to have open discussion about what works and what doesn't work, because our main goal is we should never, ever, what it should never be is us sad, discouraged, and depressed while we're out here on this journey. So we have to do better, think better, plan better in regards to this scene so that we can feel better, because our mental health as women should be at a high level, and we should no longer hold relationships and the status of relationships in regards to our happiness and our peace. So please like, share, subscribe, comment below on how you feel about relationships and being single until you're married. Let me know if you agree or disagree, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Because I don't want the simple life. It's the fine things I like.